Changers that we are every Monday night. I want to introduce over here on the far end of the table there, Joe Richmond, former
sitting at this Giants table, but you know, we'll take it.
Yeah, no black tie. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. You guys went to a fancy event over the weekend.
Oh, it was really nice, really nice.
Yeah, and then of course Dorian Bell, our stats guy, solid stats coming from Dorian Bell. I should say solid stats, but brought to you by AG, but Dorian Bell gonna read it.
Right.
AG was off tonight.
You had to do your own stats.
Getting ready for the draft.
The man is going to bring you the truth and nothing but the truth. The Rev.
The Rev is in the building.
Yeah, as he does each and every week, and he's got some truth to tell you tonight.
Oh yeah.
About a lot of things, so we're going to look forward to that. I'm Tim Qualls. I'm going to walk you through it and everything, but I want to remind everybody we're down here at Game Changers. We're here every Monday night. We get started at 7 o'clock, so come on down. You're on Facebook. Be sure and share it out to all the friends. We're a little early. I asked the Rev when he came in, is it snowing outside? He didn't pick up on it. So, but we are actually starting a little bit ahead of schedule.
Right.
Yeah, which is always fun.
Right.
And but a lot of things happen in the sports world.
Yeah, man. We want to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, we also want to thank Auto Team Delaware. Without them, we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
I know that's right.
Yeah, and that's Subaru. You got the Subaru, Cadillac,
Kia, and even those guys
where your earphones at?
Oh yeah, I got some.
You got new earphones?
Yeah, I got some good stuff over here.
What you got?
I got some Subaru headphones.
Subaru.
How do you get those Subaru headphones? That's what
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm on the phone with ESPN.
Okay.
What? Everybody can come but Tim. You guys keep saying that every week.
We don't do that. He goes and say he's got a nice face for radio too. But we do it each and every week. I mean, there's some exciting things happening right now because the NBA playoffs.
Man, it's on fire right now.
Yes.
You guys been talking before the show here. Westbrook set it off.
Westbrook is on fire, man.
Is he MVP?
Oh,
MVP.
No question, man. How could you not give it to him? I don't understand how you can't. If you don't give him an MVP, the MVP really don't mean nothing to me. I can tell you that much because he's definitely the most valuable player.
Well, the Rev said LeBron James right there. Yeah.
Overrated.
I tell you what though, I was reading something with LeBron. They were saying he played the most playoff minutes. He's like third most in NBA history. So I mean, has that guy been really ran down? Because he's been playing a lot.
Yeah, well, coming right out of high school, right into it, and he's been in the playoffs, I think, every year but one. He's taking.
Yeah, but he's getting a lot of rest this year. He don't must have sat half the season.
I mean, many times he flops around. I mean, I'm sure he gets rest there.
Hey man, I know the Rev's not a LeBron James fan, but
I like LeBron.
You just think he's overrated as a basketball player. I think he's incredible.
Yeah, he's incredibly overrated.
They call him the king for a reason.
Yeah.
So he is definitely
king of overrated.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah,
king of overrated.
Like I said, I think one of our producers just yelled out most playoff points in history. So
that's cute. Yeah, but he's still overrated.
I don't know how you can be overrated if you're number one.
Yeah,
where else is there to go?
Well, he's not the MVP this year, though. That's
number one. What?
Yeah, you're not putting him as MVP this year. But Westbrook's for MVP this year.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to pick a team, I mean, Westbrook is incredible. I mean, you could build a team around Westbrook. I mean,
as a matter of fact, if you were to start the NBA draft, all the NBA players, LeBron might not go to like 10, 11, 12.
It must be 11 of you guys doing it.
He's sending all kinds of love to LeBron. Let's talk about some stats if we could.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
If we had a draft right now, you drafting players. LeBron might not go to 11 or 12. First of all,
who did you pick
Westbrook or Anthony Davis. Even the Greek Freak is going to go before LeBron James.
Are you talking about with the age yet, or you just talking about
right now, today, right now?
Based on what come on, stop.
Based on today's game, or based on the whole body of work?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about if we draft people today?
No.
If you took the whole NBA right
now.
You draft right now, you take
age-wise, of course. But
let me tell you what happens. You know who you take? You take LeBron James first, and if you can get him second and third and fourth, you take LeBron again.
That's why y'all ain't GMs nowhere, because y'all don't know nothing.
Well, let's talk about because it is going on. Give me some rundowns on what's going on.
Anthony Davis even been to the playoff yet.
Since we're talking the East with LeBron,
I thought we was talking about the game of basketball, and if you're talking about the game of basketball, LeBron James is clearly the best player on the planet. But I don't know. I just like the game. Maybe I'm watching it with my eyes closed. Maybe you watching it with your eyes closed, and the rest of the people who watching LeBron James.
Maybe you brainwashed like the rest of the idiots out there. LeBron James is overrated, and he's not the best player on the planet right now.
Okay, who you say? Russell Westbrook right now?
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm taking LeBron. Listen, that's a good
As a matter of fact,
It can be a good argument.
Let's change the whole thing. If they played one-on-one, who do you think would win?
I'll take LeBron James.
Right now, today.
Right now. Russ too small.
You lose all your money. You lose all your money.
Just as strong.
He's too strong.
Okay, well, you can debate that with the Rev all day long, and you ain't gonna get nowhere. I'm telling you.
He's too strong. He flops everywhere. What are you talking about? He ain't strong.
No referees.
He flops.
No referees. Flat out
He's just
one-on-one.
gonna flop everywhere.
No referees.
Have you seen Westbrook go to the hole?
He's a monster.
Have you seen Westbrook go to the hole?
Westbrook is an animal.
You think LeBron James can stop Westbrook from going to the hole?
Nobody can.
Okay. Conversation
Vice
over.
versa.
Let's move on.
That's
Let's move on.
It's whoever get the ball
Let's
at.
move on.
I think you got to take LeBron.
Well, let's go to some solid, because we have some games going on.
Oh yeah, man. So sorry. Let's back to it. That's all right. This is sports fans, and this we are sports fans.
Overrated.
So Boston and Chicago, man. So in the beginning of that series, we watched that game. We said, you know what? Boston kind of looked overmatched, right? Maybe their head wasn't in the game. Isaiah Thomas, his sister.
They went down 2-0.
Unfortunately, they went down 0-2. And then now they came back, which we talked about that. I said if there was a team that could turn this thing around, it was going to be the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, but the biggest thing, Rajon Rondo going down,
That ended their whole.
That changed everything. They have no answer to that.
Yeah.
And it showed that yesterday. They had the lead. Isaiah Thomas, he just does whatever he wants out there. So I like Boston to come out of there.
Isaiah Thomas on your number 2 point guard. He's going to eat him up all day, every day.
Twice on Sunday.
Hey, how about this, man? And what about the coach of Chicago saying that if Isaiah Thomas has the opportunity to carry the ball every time he dribbles, then he's impossible to stop? Does that sound like an excuse? Is that something that you want to see in your locker room?
That's that hand turn, which is if you look at it, I mean, that is traveling. No doubt about it.
My thing is,
we call
look
it
at the
all
NBA.
day.
They let them walk. They let them do everything. So why are you crying now? I mean, you said something early in the season. Matter of fact, I seen LeBron James run down the court with the ball in his hand. He had the ball in his hand.
He did run down. He did run down the court.
Come on,
three steps, he was at the hoop.
Stop.
How about that Cleveland Indiana series? So we knew that was going to be.
Yeah, they was overmatched.
That was a preliminary.
Stop. Indiana, you need to stop.
You can't go up against LeBron James like that.
You got to get better coaching.
LeBron James is average at best. It's the boy Kyrie Irving is a monster.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't like LeBron James.
I like LeBron, but you overrated.
Indiana should have let Lance Stevenson be Lance Stevenson. The boy carried them. They tried to hold him back. They was up 25 points. Then you're going to go put these other guys back on. The coaching just need to be. It was atrocious.
He's overmatched.
Atrocious.
They don't have the talent they have. Really, Cleveland got more talent than anybody else in the league besides Golden State. And another reason why LeBron James is overrated, not that I meant to jump back on him, but in order to be a great player, you always make the people around you better. LeBron James has a history of making people worse.
On those runs to those championships.
On the runs to the championships that other people won while he was on the team.
So in the NBA, the goal is to do what?
Win.
And the goal is to win what?
Championships.
And the guy's done it. I don't understand what all the LeBron hate, for all the LeBron hate out there, I don't understand what all the LeBron hate is all about. The guy's put this team on his back. He carried them. He's an incredible player. He's a ball player. The stats show it and the championship rings show it. So if the stats show it and the championship rings show it, what is the Rev and the rest of the nation talking about? To me, it sounds like they're LeBron haters, and they can't get over the fact that LeBron's the number one player in the NBA.
If you stop being brainwashed, you would see LeBron won a championship with a team that already won championships without him.
But who hasn't? I mean, well, my whole point is this. Every player, every major player has always had somebody with them to help them along the way.
That ain't what I said. That's not what I said.
You said
you can't play a team sport by yourself. What I said was he came to a team that already won a championship.
Wait a minute. Now, Cleveland never won no championship.
They didn't. Cleveland didn't win a championship. And if you take LeBron away from these teams, will they still win the championship?
No, because where Miami at right now?
Yeah, they would.
They ain't even in the playoffs.
No.
Not even close.
Let's keep
going. So we go to Toronto and the Milwaukee Bucks. I love the ref.
I tell you, I love that series.
Toronto.
Wait,
let's go back to LeBron James. Let's go back to LeBron James. Because something's wrong. I mean, something's wrong. It's something in the water, and they feeding these people. Listen to me. Miami Heat doesn't have any of the big three with them. How they gonna win a championship without any of the big three? You say, oh, they ain't got LeBron James, so they ain't make the play. They didn't have any of the big three.
But your point was before then, after Shaq left, D Wade didn't win. How long before you got there? Before LeBron came and they won another championship?
That's not what I said.
After they got Chris Bosh.
That he came to a team that already won a championship with the MVP on the team still.
Yes.
And by the way,
the only one. But he's not the only one.
But wait.
But he's not the only one.
And by the way, if you look at the championship they did win in Miami, he wasn't an MVP. If it wasn't for Ray Allen hitting the shots late in the game, they don't even win that.
Yeah, but
that's going to say if it wasn't for Big Bob hitting all the shots he hit, San Antonio would have won their championships, or Lakers would have won their championships. How many championships shots
I think
did
what
Bobby
he's saying,
Orr hit?
I don't think you can.
Come on.
I think if you take LeBron James, and I know this has become the LeBron James show. If you take LeBron James from the NBA, then everything changed. The whole landscape.
So you saying Akeem Olajuwon wouldn't have his championships because Robert Horry made those
Let me
shots
see if I can make
for
myself
Houston
clear.
Rockets.
Let me see if I can make myself clear. LeBron James go to a team with a superstar on it. He brings another superstar with him. Okay, now watch this. This is what I mean by LeBron James being bad, not good for the league.
Chris Bosh was already
When he brings another All-Star with him,
Chris Bosh was already there.
That All-Star doesn't play well because of LeBron James. But I'm going to prove why. I'm going to show you why. You know it's a fact. When he goes to Cleveland, they bring another All-Star who doesn't play well.
I think their roles changed.
Who was the All-Star?
You talk. Their roles changed, right?
Who's the All-Star?
The roles
Who's
changed.
the All-Star they brought over to Cleveland because LeBron James cried that he needed help and his game regressed?
Kevin Love was already there.
No, they brought
Kevin Love came over, but it's a different role. Kevin Love had to do everything over at Minnesota. He had to rebound the ball. He had to do everything.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
Can we get to Toronto and Milwaukee? We'll come back to this. We'll come back to
that.
We got to keep the show going.
I got to educate these people.
Okay, Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks. What do we think? Toronto Raptors, the series is tied 2-2.
Yeah.
Milltown, listen, they got your boy over there, what you call him, the Greek Freak. This dude is incredible. And then speaking to Red point, if the draft was to go on right now, do you take the Greek Freak? Because I think he's going to be
one or two or maybe three at worst.
In top five.
He's top five, man. He's incredible. Who wins that series, though?
That's a
toss-up. That's a toss-up.
I still like Milwaukee.
That's a toss-up. I'm good with.
I still like Milwaukee.
I'll stay with Toronto, but that's going to be toss-up.
Washington Wizards and then the Atlanta Hawks.
John Wall.
John Wall.
Yeah, I think that's your favorite player out of the East. Actually, I think you like John
Wall. If you had a draft right now, John Wall going no less than 10.
I like how you take these guys that haven't won anything. Though. I mean, I just don't understand it. He's drafting these guys who don't have any body of work. I mean, the guy. Listen. I understand what you're saying.
But Atlanta Hawks got a crucial win the other night over them.
Oh yeah,
they needed that.
Very few teams gonna get swept.
Yeah.
Washington
Pacers.
Yeah,
it was over, right?
So then we go over to the West Coast. All right, we got time to talk to the West Coast before we take a break. Then we got Golden State Warriors 3-0 over the
move on.
Yeah, we moved on. Let's move on. But we'll Golden State won't go all the way to the championship though.
Of course.
Are they clearly the best team in the NBA?
Oh yeah, they're going to win the championship.
Will Durant get his first ring this year?
Oh yeah.
That's going to be a toss-up.
Well, that San Antonio might rival them. San Antonio and
this series is no joke.
They can give them some problems.
But this series is no joke, man. Memphis did what they were supposed to do. And one thing about Memphis, they always was bangers. They got guys that are big, they can go, and everybody else know their role, and that's all it takes.
Well, you got to look at San Antonio and looking at. They know who they had to come in and beat. Everybody in the West knows who's top. Everybody in the West is preparing for what's coming.
Yes.
So somebody's going to give them a game, and I think it's going to be San Antonio. I
San
really
Antonio is a good team, so they will give them a problem.
Yeah, because coaching is going to come into play there.
I'm proud of what Memphis is doing. I just don't think they have the talent to sustain it all the way through. I like what the coach did. I like how the coach gave some accountability not only to the refs and the NBA, but to his players, and the players showed up for him. Man.
Yes, he did.
They're a tough team. And, think about that Memphis team. I mean, if they were one player away, maybe a young stud away.
Get LeBron James on there.
All their players will go down. Just like every other team goes down. don't know why y'all don't recognize it.
I'm sorry, guys.
I think the championships keep blinding us. Houston Rockets and
He lost more championships than he won.
Houston Rockets, even with
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, they're going to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's crazy. I mean, and it's crazy, and all this hype, and how great that Russell Westbrook's been playing. And not to take anything from James Harden, because he had a great season as well. But I think that Russell Westbrook, if we go into the MVP talk, he's just in the class all by himself.
He's the best player in the league, right?
Would you take Harden over LeBron?
All day, every day.
Harden doesn't play any defense. That's
all day, every day.
The only problem I got with Harden is he don't play any
all day,
three.
every day.
He can shoot that three too. So
He can ball.
He can hit that.
No, he's the real deal.
All day, every day.
He's the real deal. And then we finish up with the Utah Jazz and LA
That's a great series. You got Blake Griffin down, and the Clippers it's something missing with them, man. I don't get them.
They broke it up.
I like
they gonna break them
Utah.
up.
I like Utah. And this kid Ingles, oh my Lord, the kid from Australia. You talk about a 6'9" point guard.
Yes.
He played point for them.
Yes.
And then they gave up Trey Burke.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who was the other guard?
guard from Michigan.
Yeah, I mean these guys. I like the team. I like the way they put together. And Gobert is a beast.
Gobert is a beast.
Yes, he is.
We bring it back to a local level. It was talking about Ben Simmons actually grew another. You see this? Grew another 2 inches or something. He's 7'1". And
Brad told you that.
And he's gonna run that point guard.
They just trying to sell
told
tickets.
y'all that.
Did they say he's gonna run that
just
point
trying to
guard?
sell
He's
tickets.
gonna run that point guard. Is I'm asking.
Rev told y'all that. When I saw him live, I said he grew. He got taller.
Yeah. Is he gonna run him at? Are they gonna run him at point guard?
They need to run him at 2.
Or point forward.
You could point forward. Have the ball sometimes.
They keep that team together if they can figure out to keep that team together.
They haven't drafted. They might have 2 top 5 draft picks this year. Who knows what they get? They gonna be tough.
They gonna be tough. You do that, and they got some pieces in place.
And you look at the guard for Chicago that hit the big shot. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he was with the Sixers, and we let him go.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling you, we let some talent go.
Well, they've been known for that.
Before we go any further, because my apologies, because I forgot to even ask you guys. We got a very special guest tonight.
Oh yeah, man.
And I forgot to even bring that up. So
oh yeah, man. I'm excited, man. So he was inducted into the Delaware State Basketball Hall of Fame, a real deal baller. My main man, what's his name? Tell Davis. And then let me tell you about that. Now he plays in another league, a summer league, and I know about this league because sports fans play in that league. And this cat was raining threes all over the gym. And so I'm happy to have him here.
We're gonna foul him tonight.
The kid's unstoppable.
Hey, Joe, you gotta get fouled tonight, baby.
You're gonna try to recruit him to your team.
Oh yeah, well yeah. We're gonna talk about that later.
Now, if LeBron James was on your team, you guys think you can win?
LeBron James is
We got to take a quick commercial break. We got to pay.
I'll take him on my team.
Yeah, I know that.
I just say he's overrated.
Not for you guys though.
Yeah, not for us. Yeah, he did good early. Give it to him a couple times.
We're here at Game Changers. We're here each and every week. It's starting at 7 o'clock. You still got time to come on down. We're going to have a lot more fun and everything. We're going to take a quick commercial break here from Auto Team Delaware and all that. And we'll be back with our special guest right after this. Stay with us for more.
Sports fans!
I'm here to bring you the truth.
Sports fans, what's up? I told you I was coming down to Delaware Cadillac. This building's been here 100 years. That's incredible. I'm down here with my main man, John Danzy. John Danzy, what's up?
Dorian, how are you, buddy?
I'm excited, man. I'm glad to be here. Listen, now I talk about Cadillac all the time on Sports Fans.
Right.
And I talk about this place being here 100 years. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Delaware Cadillac has been here since 1916.
Wow.
And actually, up until 1966 was the sole distributorship for the Delmarva Peninsula.
Wow.
Until in 1982, the current ownership took over, and now it's known as Delaware Cadillac.
Man, that's incredible. Let me ask you a question. Now, when I think about Cadillac, I think about luxury. What are some of the things people can expect when they walk into a Delaware Cadillac showroom?
Well, look at the showroom. When you come into our showroom, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
We have the brand new XT5 here, which replaced the 2016 SRX. We have Escalades, and the all-new CT6 sedan. You want luxury? That car epitomizes luxury.
Now listen, the Rev's always on the show, and he's always talking about how cool Cadillac is, and he's talking about when he brings his car to service. What can they expect when they come down to service?
Oh, service is our middle name. You come in for service, you're going to get a loaner car out of our service department. And it's not a loaner car like they do at Enterprise or Avis. You're going to get a Cadillac.
Wow.
You come in an Escalade, you're leaving in an Escalade.
Love it. Listen, let me ask you another deal. Now, of course, thinking about Cadillac,
Cadillac, we're thinking about expensive, right? We're thinking about expensive taste when you're looking at a Cadillac. What kind of deals can somebody expect?
Lease deals. Lease deals is where the deals are at. We can lease an all-new 2017 Cadillac Escalade for $799 a month for 36 months.
That's awesome, man. So come on down and see my main man, John Danzy. John Danzy, what's the address?
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue, right off I-95, exit 7.
Exceptional service, first time, every time at Delaware Cadillac. Come see us.
It's your boy, the Rev. I'm here at Delaware Cadillac. Listen, I'm here to bring you the truth. Delaware Cadillac is the truth. Come on down. Come see us.
That's what I'm talking about. Come see John Danzy and the rest of the salespeople here at Delaware Cadillac. Sports fans!
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark in Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
Blue Rocks Baseball is your ticket for fun, affordable family entertainment. Come enjoy the fun-filled atmosphere for the entire family. There's great food, fireworks, giveaways, and of course, Rocky Bluewinkle and Mr. Celery, and much, much more. So don't strike out with your family. To catch one of those exciting games, call 888-BLUE or log on to www.bluerocks.com. Help cheer your Blue Rocks on to another championship.
We got our accounting specialist over there.
Yo.
We got our accounting specialist over there.
What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man?
What's up, man? We did it again. All stars. We bring ballers up. What we do? My main man, Tell, right? Now, this cat right here, all right, what we talking about? We talking about Delaware Hall of Fame, right? I think you led William Penn all-time in scoring, right? Nobody beat that record yet. It's still up, all-time in scoring. Guy can shoot as soon as he walks in the gym. Guy's incredible.
William Penn in scoring.
Leave him in the scoring. Incredible stuff. Tell, man, welcome to the show, my brother.
Yes,
welcome to the show. Tell Davis, give it up for him.
Yo,
welcome, man.
Listen, I got to say this real quick. I've been trying to get this man on the show. How long, Tell? Be honest, man.
It's been a while.
Before he even got inducted, before they even made the announcement, I tried to get the scoop, and he didn't let me get up in here. So I'm just happy you're here, man. Love you, man. Love everything about you.
That's it, man. Hey, man, jump right in it, man. How does it feel being elected to the Delaware State Basketball Hall of Fame? Everybody can't say that.
It was humbling. It was very humbling. Like, Lenny had got inducted before me.
Wow.
So, a lot of people were saying, and then Gary had got elected. So they were like, Tell, you're going to be next. And I'm like, I doubt it. I didn't really pay any attention to it. So then when Mark Steele had, he gave me a call, I was like, I might be getting inducted. And I still wasn't, I wasn't talking about it because I was like, I believe it when it happened. But then when it happened, I was like, wow, it's happening. So I was kind of like just shocked, kind of stuck in the moment for a while. That was a good experience. I was able to be there, give thanks to some people who helped me along the way. At one point, I remember I didn't get a chance to thank Norman Oliver.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He's done like a lot for me as far as basketball, like put me in the right predicaments, took me to the right tournaments. Before I knew anything about the tournament, I was just going to play basketball. He stayed on me and put me in the right places, and he actually even had something set up to where I could have possibly been a prop 48 at Coppin State, but I didn't, no guidance. I wasn't thinking about
Coach Fang. Right.
But Storm done a lot for me, man. I wanted to thank him, and I said, Storm, I apologize that I didn't mention him, but he deserves a lot of credit.
Yes.
I mean, how's basketball changed your life, man?
Oh, great deal. Without basketball, no telling where I would have been, because that kind of kept me focused on not going the other way. I had some friends that made sure I stayed on the right path, but basketball was always like the anchor that kept me there. Outside of God, it was basketball.
No doubt.
Praise God.
No doubt. What were you when you received a call? I mean, were you like?
I might have been at work. I work all the time. So I could have been at work. I was sneaking on the phone. And I was like, Seals, I'm going to call you back. So I probably was at work when he told me. And I went back to work like it was nothing, you know, talking to the kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I might be in the Hall of Fame. I said, but wait. I said, because it's going to be something like big to talk about with the kids that I work with.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't tell them for a long time. They found out from other people at the job.
That's incredible. I mean, it's only, I think it's like 48 inductees right now. I think it's up right up to 50 inductees, so that's a real major honor. I think maybe 24 of them have them are coaches.
Man, let me tell you something. When you do anything in life, and you get to the level of Hall of Fame, I don't care who you are, that is an accomplishment within itself. And Tail, talk a little bit, because you put in a lot of basketball, bro. Is there any way, like I know you've seen Lenny and Gary and those guys, but you know, I know from talking to Delaware, your name is like, you're like the god up in this area, man. So how does that really feel, man? You know, you see the guys in the NBA talking Hall of Fame, and here you are, one of those guys that got that thing right behind your name that says Hall of Fame. It'll stay with you for the rest of your life.
And beyond that.
And beyond. How does that make you really feel, man?
Feels good.
That's crazy.
I have like a 9-year-old son, and he's Steph Curry crazy. So when I was like, yo, man, I told you Daddy can play. So I was happy that he was able to experience it with me and everything. And it's like a big deal, because I remember that was all I had was basketball. So, you know, and I didn't make it to the NBA and all of that, but I still feel like basketball has done a lot for me, though. You know, me making to the Hall of Fame, and I was just like the icing on the cake for me. And I was just like, you know what, I'll take that. Guy had a different plan for me.
Sure. Praise God.
And it was hard for me to understand that, and I would always question myself. I wonder why. Like, naturally, like, I think anyone would do that, you know, but then I just had to sit back, and as I matured more, you know, I was just like, till it wasn't meant to be. And so now, I'm like, a lot of kids that's playing today take my advice if I give it to them. And that feels good, because I like to feel like I can give the kids something. So when I can say something about basketball and they listen, and they're like, yo, I remember what you told me. That feels really good. That's like very rewarding for me. Very rewarding.
You said, you mentioned that, you know, you had dreams to go into that level of basketball, and how maybe that's kind of affected you during the course of, you know, your life. What are some of the things how has it affected you? I mean, what are some of the things that you had to kind of deal with to kind of put that in your mind that maybe it wasn't meant to be for me?
I say, well, I always tell people, you know, now, me having like a better understanding, I'm like, basketball is kind of like a gift and a curse, because that's all I knew was basketball. And growing up where I grew up, like in Riverside, it was all or nothing. So I didn't have the structure or I didn't have it to where I can have a plan A, plan B. It was basketball is going to be it.
Wow.
And that's all I did. So when that didn't work out, I was like, so what am I going to do now? I was kind of stuck. So, and then it's like I had to start from scratch at like 30, because I didn't make up my mind about what I wanted to do. So then I finally finished school, and I still was touring back and forth and trying to play basketball, see if I can get on here. I think I even tried out for one of your teams before, you know. He chewed me out for trying to take over. He was like, you're not going to do what you want. I was like, yo, man. That's, you know, but it was a great
We need a veteran guard. That's what we need, a veteran guard.
It was a great experience. So it kind of like, it messed me up, because I just knew basketball. So then I had to get my life on track at 30. And it was like, I'm starting off at 30 where everybody has started at 20 and 19. I was like, I should have just went and worked at a bank out of high school, and I can be like up high in the banking industry now.
You know, I tell you what's incredible about that is because that's the other side of the coin, so to speak. You have a guy who reached these accolades, who's so talented, high school ball player, and then for the kids to hear, okay, so what happens if you don't go to that level? How do you respond when the game of life, it hits you? And then so that's really the big key. And
you coach high school basketball. I want you to talk about that, because like you said, at 30, you was in and out. So now you know how to tell a kid or give them that advice to help them make a decision. So what do you say to your kids down in high school as you teach them, as not just in practice and games, but what is your thought process, your philosophy when you talk to those kids
about life?
Focus on your education. Let that be first. I'm not trying to deter you from your dreams of basketball, but
and I say, you know, something you probably hear 1,000 times, everybody don't make. I'm like, and I try to use something that me and my friends talk about a lot. There's a lot of nice guys that don't make it to the league or don't make it overseas. I said, you know, hey, I'm living proof. I said, with all that I did accomplish in basketball, I never really had like an illustrious career to where I didn't have to get a job. Focus on your education, find out something that you want to do, and put a lot into that. You know, or make it equal. Basketball, your career. You have to do that, because if not, you'll be out here, you'll be stuck, and you'll be sitting around and everybody be like, man, I remember you were real good, and you're trying to find a job, and you're like, man, I don't care about that, man. I have to feed myself and my kids.
Right. That's right. Now, they took it easy on you. I'm going to give you a hard question. I'm here to bring the truth. The truth is, now tell me the truth now.
Okay.
Best team all time, high school Delaware basketball. Tell it to me.
You know I'm going to say Will Penn.
Now, you know doggone well it's not Will Penn.
It is.
You know it's High Career Center. Hey, listen, AJ, we're going to let Kel come over here and say Will Penn. You better say something.
Oh, no, AJ had enough respect for AJ. He's done a lot for me, too.
Yeah. You know, and so that's what we talk about. So I think right now is a great space for you, because you can really leverage some of the things that you've done in the game, and you can really leverage your position now being inducted into the state basketball Hall of Fame. Any ideas what direction you might take that?
Ideally, I would love to become a head coach, maybe high school, or even if I can get on out of college, I would love to do that. But my focus is on my son is starting to talk about basketball now. Like, he wants to do that, and I got to bring him out of this Steph Curry thing. So I got to be like on him. So for the most part, like, I'm just trying to be available for my kids, man, because basketball, I sacrificed a lot chasing basketball, and now my job is causing me to sacrifice my time a lot away from my kids. So I want to kind of focus on trying to just position things to where I have the time to be there for my kids. That's like the main, like most important to me, because it bothers me that I can't be there the way that I want to be now. But I try to make time when I can.
Tell me the next step in life for Taylor.
The next step. Well, I'll be retiring from my job, I say 5-10 years, hopefully. So the next step, I say, trying to position my kids. If my son is going, my girls or my son are going to, partake in sports, I want to show them the ugly side of it too, because there is an ugly side to it. And for a while, I was kind of reluctant to my kids playing sports, because I was like, it can be cruel, and I want to protect them from that pain that I felt when I didn't get drafted. And seeing my best friend Lenny not get drafted, it was like, that was hard for all of us. We kind of took that like hard, and I was like, man, that was a pain that I want to like kind of shield my kids from. It's
the love of the game. You know what I mean? You love it. You love it. It's a passion. You love it so much, and if you don't understand the game, you don't play the game, you don't love the game, you don't understand what that feeling is like, which is incredible.
It's addictive.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like somebody ripping your heart out. I mean, that's what you do.
They dangle that carrot out in front of you, and that agent or that person, or whether it's overseas or in those you go to, because I know you've been to a lot of workout camps. I mean, I know your story. I know. But I truly believe that opportunity was there for you. But I still believe, I'll say this right now, if you're looking out there on Sports Fans, you can't get a better coach, you can't get a better teacher, somebody that's knowledgeable and understands the landscape of the tri-state area when it comes to basketball and these kids. So I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Well, I mean, you can start by coaching our team on Sunday.
Listen, we ain't gonna lose them more on Sunday. I'm gonna say it right here on Sports Fans. That's right. Next time, we're gonna play them, and guess what I'm gonna do? Go foul him. I'm gonna foul him.
Get your other four right
now. To speak to that too, though, now I think there's a lot more avenues for ball players than it was maybe 10, even 15 years ago. I mean, there's avenues to go now. You don't necessarily have to make it to the NBA to have a career in basketball. Speak about how the game is different now.
Social media. I mean, like, we still trying to get our tapes, VHS. Kids now can upload a video of their highlights, and I'm like, wow, if we had that, things could have been a lot different. We could have been seen by a lot more people, And I look at it now, and I'm like, wow, man. And it's hard not to compare yourself to the great kids, Trayvon, Eric Ayala. Like, a lot of the kids that's playing now, Mikey Dixon, I'm like, these guys are in great positions, and they came out at a great time.
Yes,
and it's like, I'm a fan. I argue about them all day. Like, I'm arguing about basketball all day. So I just love being around talking about it. And being able to upload something on my phone and call my friends and start arguing. Yo, did you see what Trayvon did? Yo, Eric did this. You know, it's like, it's a great thing, man. So I think social media is like a wonderful platform for the kids nowadays. And that's the advantage they need to take advantage of.
That's great. I mean, when you talk about straight up with the social media, how, you know, like you said, you can do something right now. Years ago, you didn't have that opportunity, which is crazy. How do you think the game has changed in general? Just the ball players, how do you think the game has changed? Like you said, your son, he wants to be Steph Curry. You know, when we was growing up, it was Michael Jordan. You know, it was other players, but Steph Curry, I mean, how does that, was Steph Curry Michael Jordan then? He wasn't, he was a shooter back in those days.
But you can't touch people now. So.
You can't touch them now. The game has changed.
A lot has changed, and I guess, you know, like a friend of mine's, we were talking about LeBron and Jordan today, and I made a comment about basketball. Excuse me. I said, I feel like the NBA has changed. Like, it's not really basketball anymore, and this and that. And he, you know, he responded like, you know, it's entertaining to me. He said, but nothing stays the same. And I was like, well, I guess he's true. But, you know, we're creatures of habit. I'm used to what I'm used to. So I'm like, I don't like that. But I find myself watching it every time it comes on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but, you know, players are way more athletic, and the dunks that they're doing right now, I couldn't even imagine those dunks back in the day. You know, it's just like, it's wonderful to see kids get an opportunity, man, to do what they love to do. You know, and I watch them, and it's like, it's just great to see them getting that experience, because I know a lot of kids come from backgrounds like I do, and it's like, it's just awesome that they get to do that. You know, so I like to watch that.
I gotta ask you, in your opinion right now, who's the top Delaware high school ball players?
All time?
No, right now.
Right now?
Right now. You get him with the all time, but right now.
That kid Jair Davis out here, he's tough from Sanford.
I like
Bones, they call him from down there.
I like the kid from Caravel.
Monty's son, he's pretty good. He was young. Darnell Bowen's son, pretty good. It's like so many of them. Like I try to catch, you know, follow them.
Right.
But it's like hard because, you know, with me working and coaching, I see them when I can. But I think I like how they all compete, man. How they all compete and traveling just to see the world, playing basketball. That's a great tool for them to, you know, use that to see the world. And I'm glad they're getting the opportunity.
Good, man. Hey, listen, Tel.
Best players all time, high school Delaware basketball.
You gotta ask me that question. That's the
top five. Give me top five. Give me top five.
Gotta let you go after this one, but you gotta make it right.
It's hard. I can't say.
Hey, top five. Before you go, you ever heard of the Rev when he played for Howard?
I remember he was good when we played in the City League.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Everybody keeps saying the same stuff. Ain't nobody said a bad thing about him yet. Go ahead.
Some haters on this show. Top five.
It's hard to name.
Come on, Tel. Come on.
I mean, you got Lenny Brown, Mark Harris, AJ English.
Mark Harris was monster.
Matt Chittum. There's too many to name.
Dexter Boney.
Dexter Boney.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like Jermaine, there's so many players.
Oh my God.
It's hard to name.
It's hard to name five.
Hey, my main man, Tel, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man. We appreciate you talking about basketball, talking about how it relates to life, and then we wish you nothing but the best in the future.
Hall of Fame.
We're honored to have you here. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming, man.
My man.
Yo, give it up for my main man, Tel. Give it up for my main man, Tel Davis, right here on Sports Fans. Yo, we'll be right back. We're going to talk to Rev. They're going to hit you with the truth. Sports Fans! Hold on, Tel. Sports fans, what's up? I told you I was coming down here to Delaware Subaru. I came down and I met my main man, Dave Stanton.
What's up, Dorian? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Excellent.
Listen, I see why you guys are rated #1.
Thank you, man.
Came down here, you guys treated me like family. I appreciate that.
Well, that's what we want to do. We want everybody to feel like family, and we want to send them home in a great car.
What kind of models do you guys offer down here?
We got the Impreza, which is our small sedan, also in a 5-door.
Nice.
We got our Crosstrek, which is our small crossover. Then we have our Legacy sedan, Outback. Everybody knows about the Outback. You also have the Forester, which is our bigger SUV, and then the WRX, our sports car. Now, the really cool thing is every car is standard all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. Now, what do you mean by all-wheel drive?
So all-wheel drive means every wheel has power going to it. And that's different than a lot of other manufacturers' all-wheel drive. Their all-wheel drive is reactionary. So something has to slip, before it works. Where ours, it's already on. All
awesome.
power going to all 4 wheels.
That's incredible. So I guess in harsh weather conditions or something like that, all-wheel drive will probably be amazing.
Absolutely. It also reacts faster, so that split second might be the difference between you getting out of the way or hitting something.
You guys got a very good reputation. What separates you from these other Subaru dealerships that's close and nearby?
Well, one of the main things is our service department. We got a top-rated service department, and also our customer service satisfaction ratings are very high in sales, actually #1 in the area. And I get a lot of my people from service come over and buy cars just because of how great our service department is. We offer loaner cars.
Nice.
So if you buy your car here, you need a loaner car, but give it one.
When you guys are done with those loaner cars, what do you do with them?
So that's a great thing. We have a certified pre-owned vehicle, okay? Here's one right here, the Forester.
Okay.
So basically low mile,
okay.
This one's a 2016, so late model, and it comes with a 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty. It's been through a 152-point inspection, and also roadside assistance that whole time.
That's awesome, man. Listen, come down and see my guy, Dave Stanton, over here at Delaware Subaru. It's been fun, man, hanging out with you. I can appreciate that. Listen, 1717 Pennsylvania Avenue. Sports fans!
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark and Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
Sports fans, I'm down here at Kia Wilmington talking to my main man, Larry Price. Larry, good to see you, man.
Good. How are you today?
Good, man. I can't complain. Listen, I want to talk a little bit about Kia, talk a little bit about the product and where you guys came from, man. I remember at one point, people talking about Kia, they didn't necessarily want to buy one. Tell me some of the things that changed.
Well, Kia's been a long journey. Starting back in 1994, when we only had the Sportage and the Sophia. It was a car in the market that really everybody felt was a little cheap. But today, I tell you what, we can compete on every market segment of every vehicle car, all the way up to the Cadenza, the K900, which can compete with a BMW 7 Series.
These cars look good.
Also, you have the Sedona for the van person. You have a Sportage, which is in the middle of the SUV. And then, of course, we have our Sorento with a 3rd row seat. V6, we have a 4-cylinder with gasoline direct injection. All of these vehicles will get you good gas mileage, up to 30 miles a gallon.
Nice. Kia has one of the longest warranty in the industry. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, our warranty is the best. It pretty much doubles everybody with the exception of Hyundai, which is a customer.
Okay.
Now, that warranty gives you 5 years, 60,000 miles compared to everybody's 3-year 36.
Wow.
5-year 60, comprehensive, bumper to bumper. Plus, you get the 10-year, 100,000 miles, engine and powertrain. That gives you a very long time while you're paying for your car to be covered with no hassles.
Hey, man, that's awesome stuff. You guys got a good reputation. I talk about you all the time on Sports Fans. Give me an idea of what a customer can expect when he comes in to see you.
Well, I've got to say, I've been here since they opened this Kia store in 2009. I want to say that one of the things that we do here in Kia Wilmington is we do everything that we do for our Cadillac store and our Subaru store. What we'll do for the busy customer who has to get service, we'll give them a loaner car.
Nice.
And if you have a major problem, we'll do a drop-off and pickup. Not to mention, we try to treat everybody here like they're at home. We have a nice waiting area. We try to give you complimentary drinks.
Where we located again?
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue.
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue. Come see my man Larry Price at Kia Wilmington. Sports Fans.
Blue Rocks Baseball is your ticket for fun, affordable family entertainment. Come enjoy the fun-filled atmosphere for the entire family. There's great food, fireworks, giveaways, and of course, Rocky Bluewinkle and Mr. Celery, and much, much more. So don't strike out with your family. To catch one of those exciting games, call 888-BLUE or log on to www.bluerocks.com. Help cheer your Blue Rocks on to another championship.
It's your boy, The Rev. I'm here to bring you the truth. Guess what? It's baseball season. We just got into it. America's pastime. Oh, remember all the great baseball players. All the great David Winfield. Yeah. How about the Sarge? Remember the Sarge from Pittsburgh? Oh, things were great at one time. But you know what has happened? Many people have stopped playing baseball, and we got to motivate our kids playing baseball again. America's pastime. Listen, in the inner cities, you don't see hardly anybody playing baseball anymore. We got to encourage our children to go outside and play baseball. Matter of fact, encourage your children to go outside and play anything. It's for their health. Yes, the Rev loves you. The Rev loves your children, and he wants you to be able to play and be healthy for the rest of your life. Listen, it's the Rev. I'm here to bring you the truth.
Sports fans, hey, you always bringing the truth, and get your kids out there and play more baseball, play more sports. I remember I was like a home run champ in Southwest Detroit growing up.
Yeah. You can talk. I can say that in Texas.
Listen, I knew you was a home run champ. All you did was run home.
He's back.
Oh, man.
Good truth. I mean,
Yeah, man.
Because today's baseball isn't what it used to be.
That's right.
For
That's
sure.
right. That's
Well,
right.
none of the sports are, because
That's
it's all about the money. But then we talking here in the break. Somebody knocking somebody's tooth out or something.
Oh yeah, man. We're talking about these young athletes, man. The opportunity they got to make all this money. And we see it happening over and over again. They got to understand the spotlight is on them, and that temptation is going to be there. But the fact that they make these foolish mistakes, we can come up with excuses all we want. We can say they misguided. We can say maybe they don't know. But you have enough references to know what's going to cause you if you make these mistakes, what's going to derail your career, and you can't give them any excuses.
Now, I've met a lot of athletes over my time. Professional guys coming on and everything else, and I don't think I've ever met anybody that has that type of the attitude of some of these younger kids are coming up with today. I mean, Joe, you've been with it a long time,
And it's scary because, I'm like Rev just said, who's around these kids? You got all these so-called specialists, business managers, agents, and all these guys, and not only
babysitters.
parents.
Dallas gives babysitters to people.
But you got parents, uncles, like who's advising these guys? And it is scary because you're messing up your livelihood, and sometimes you're actually messing up your life because some of the decisions you make, these are criminal acts that you're doing.
Wait, we just saw one here this past weekend. Hernandez hung himself in the cell. Here's a guy that $40 million he signed for with and goes out and shoots somebody.
What you got to remember is money magnifies who you are. Doesn't matter who you are, the money will just magnify it. And what you see with these young guys and what you see with people in general is they're not well trained in life. And when you're not well trained in life, you're going to make mistakes. Now, the difference between us and them is everyone has a camera now. I mean, every phone is taping. Everybody is live on social media. So anything you do is out there now, and they don't realize the effect they have on their life. You have a small
Johnny Manziel. I mean, he goes out here partying.
It's a small window of opportunity that you have to play sports, professional sports, and if you mess up that window, you mess up that window.
I was telling you that we talked about before. She's really famous in Delaware. B.B. Cooker. She said something that always stuck with me. Don't let your success take you where your character can't keep you. And a lot of times these kids they need to hear that. They need to hear these messages. And I don't know, what do you do? Is it across the board? It's not just the young athletes. And so the one coach, he said something real key. He said, it's not these kids who's failing, it's us. Because it's us who came before these kids who kind of set a precedent and set up a system that these kids are coming up in. So we're giving them excuses. We're giving them an opportunity to fail. So it's not the kids, because the kids don't know anything.
Well, Joe works with the kids all the time, and I know Joe. He has the back. You go down there, Rev. You've seen it. Joe might teach basketball, but he teaches life skills. I mean, and that's the most important thing in getting that. And I can't believe that these guys, through all their entire career, have not received that life skills from the coaches that are around them and stuff.
But it's like anyone else. I go back to the New Edition movie that came out. I mean, every R&B group should have been around. Every manager should have been watching and showing this can happen if you lose focus of what you really started out to do. Just like Tail just said, it's so many things going on, but you got social media. So what are you seeing that think you're going to change? Like you're going to be the one that's going to not get caught. It's like Rev just said, everybody has a camera. Everybody's CNN out here. So what makes you think you're going to do something different that is not going to get recognized?
That's right.
And that's what's scary. That's the scary part. Man, you got a chance to be a multi-millionaire and make an impact not only on your life, but your family life and legacy. And just go home and relax.
And just showing, the thing that I get is,
come on, sports fans.
These guys kids are looking up to these guys. So they're following, it's like the gangster raps when they came out, the kids wanted to follow that gangster rap thing. Well, that's not the way. That's not what you should be following. I mean, so we promote some of these guys to this level that maybe shouldn't be promoted to that level. But how do we?
And see, really, you don't have to stay home. What you have to do is you have to put the right people around you at all time. And when I say this to young people, believe me, I'm talking that you have to do this for the rest of your life. It's the people around you that will assist you or will hold you back in life.
That's correct.
And this is not a young people thing. This is everybody. No matter how old you are, you got to have the right people around you. And they fail to realize sometimes that the people around them will have an effect on their life.
Yeah, and that's pretty much, like you said, it doesn't matter about age or anything.
Age has nothing to do with it.
You surround yourself with good people, you're going to be good people.
That's right.
I mean, that's why I like surrounding myself with you guys.
That's why we like hanging with you, Tim.
That's right.
Yeah, because I know at this
Been
table
with you
here,
20 years, and you know me the
the one
best.
thing I can say with the Rev sitting here, is through Christianity, we live a good life.
Amen.
And that's important. Get these kids in the churches.
That's right.
I tell people all the time, we can't get them when they get older. We got to get them when they're young, because once you get older, they don't want to hear it.
Well, that's what the Bible says. The Bible says you train a child in the way that they should go.
That's right.
And when they get older, they won't depart. It's for the good or the bad. You can train a child in bad things, and when they get older, it's going to be hard for them to depart.
Yeah, well, we got a lot more. It's about sports fans. We're going to get back to that.
Well, that's good stuff, though.
He's going to start preaching.
I'll great preach.
He's going to preach to
It's going to
LeBron.
be the other show. Shout out to Word of Power.
Well, let me. I want to bring up LeBron James real quick because
Overrated.
Just real quick, because he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
LeBron.
I just wanted you to know that. I didn't know if he knew that.
I like LeBron. Really, the things LeBron does off the court are special. I mean, his businesses, the positions, the positions he put people around him in. I mean, and he can play basketball. Don't get me wrong. I think people misunderstand what I'm saying. He can play basketball. He just is not great.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, that's your opinion, man. We all have them. You know what I mean? So, we all got them. You know what I mean?
Well, let's go back to some stats.
So Draymond Green, man. So right now they're saying Draymond Green is probably the best, or single-handedly best defensive player in the NBA. Do we agree with that right now? Draymond Green is the best defensive player in the NBA.
I don't know. I like Kawhi Leonard,
and
Kawhi Leonard's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Just because Kawhi Leonard's quiet, he doesn't get the recognition.
Right.
Because he's not flamboyant, he don't get the recognition. But when it comes down to the
NBA draft right now, Leonard or LeBron James?
LeBron, no.
You lying.
He ain't gonna quit.
Well, I mean, to talk to speak to that real quick. Well, Draymond has a way of getting into these ball players' head, and
He's very smart.
Very smart. He gets into the game.
Understands the game. Every area.
I'll tell you what he is. He's a person that is determined to be good.
Yep.
His athletic skills and the basketball skills actually doesn't match his heart.
Right.
And that's what many people miss when you're dealing with athletes and playing sports. It's all about the heart. Your heart will take you further than your skill and talent ever can.
To me, he's this generation's version of Dennis Rodman.
Oh, yes.
Without all the other antics.
He's overall is better. It depends on how you look at it. What do you think about what Joe Johnson's doing right now? Joe Johnson's
Johnson's always been good.
Joe Johnson's been great, but he's, as a veteran, what he's doing over in Utah.
He's always been good.
He just had that stigma because he got the contract when everybody thought he wasn't worth what he was worth, and it followed him everywhere he went. But like you say, the numbers don't lie.
He's a coach player, though.
He's a player's player.
But he helps others. Like LeBron doesn't help the ones around him.
He's the heart thing with LeBron.
He's a professional. That's one thing you can say about Joe Johnson. He's a professional.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a solid stat for you. Stephon Marbury just been released from China out of his contract.
What?
But they got a statue for the guy over there. He did a lot of great things over there.
Bad boy.
I mean, Stephon Marbury played for 20 years?
Oh, yeah.
If you count what he done, and what he done for that China league is incredible. He became a celebrity, a star over there in China. And have you guys heard about? Switch gears a little bit, but stay on this. The Ice Cube basketball league.
Has it started?
I think it's started. Have you heard about this stuff?
3-on-3.
3-on-3. Is it 3-on-3 or 4-on-4? It's 3-on-3.
3-on-3.
And so what they do is they take the
Is it cross court or full court?
half court.
Yeah.
What they do is they
give them a run for their money. Half court.
So it's smart.
No, I'll give it to him.
It's smart because what they're doing is they're taking like the retired NBA players, and then you have a unit with a team. They play one game a week, right? And they play up to like 64. or something like that, and then at the end they got this big prize. So it's still keeping those guys around the game.
Yeah, and it's ratings, selling tickets. It's all about selling tickets. You know, you take LeBron James and put him on there, and he's gonna sell a lot of tickets.
He's alive. 3 on 3.
You know,
He's a beast.
3 on 3, it'd be hard to stop him.
But real quick, if we could, you know, because hockey's going on too. We haven't done anything. We got about
hockey.
Yeah, and Rev don't like talk about hockey and everything, but it's going on right now. And if
the Mighty Ducks.
I don't even think he can pull it up in time for us.
The Rangers.
You got anything on hockey at all?
Yeah, we got a couple of things. We talking about your favorite team. Who's your favorite team in hockey?
Mighty Ducks.
Well, they ain't playing. The Stars. The Stars ain't there. Yeah.
My Flyers are going, so what I care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
don't forget every Saturday, Route 4, Route 72, right there on the corner.
Can we talk about golf?
Can we
talk about golf?
Oh, we can talk about we talk about hockey a little bit next week. We are going to talk about Earl Cooper. We're excited about that coming on next week. Earl Cooper is a golf pro, golf professional, ran a couple golf courses. He's going to be up here talking and trying to increase our swing.
Is golf a sport?
Well, and we're going to ask Earl next week. Is golf a sport?
Joe, give it one.
You don't run. You ain't got no defense.
One more time, Joe. Give you
basketball skills and drills this Saturday from 11 to 12:30.
Come on out, Red. We'll be there.
Only $5. Bring your kids out, 8 to 14, boys and girls.
I want to give a quick shout out to 302 Sports too. What up, 302 Sports? We'll be talking to you guys soon as well.
Yeah, and if we got golf guys going on. I'm gonna bring some more golf guys up.
Golf.
We'll have a golf show next week. Yeah, you be sure to join us down here at Game Changers. Thanks for our sponsorship. Auto Team.
Sportsman.
That's it. Hi, and welcome to Chevrolet of Dover. This is Matt Kersey here with me. I'm telling you, I'm excited to be down here. You guys got a lot of good deals going on, but one of the deals that you've got, we're standing in front of right here, a brand new Chevy pickup truck.
Yes, she is. This is a 2016 3/4-ton diesel crew cab that we actually built here and customized ourselves. There is nobody in the state of Delaware who does what we're doing. This truck here has got a 7.5-inch lift, custom wheels, rubber, fender flares, side steps, some small modifications also to the motor, but it's the only place you can get it. The modifications that we have made to the motor do not void out the warranty, so everything's good here at any Chevy service center in the country.
Peace of mind, folks. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better than this.
You also got to look what's in the front of it. We got hammerhead front and rear bumpers, but each truck I do something unique to it. And in this truck, we did add in a train horn. So if I get up behind you on your Toyota, you're going to know me real quick.
You're talking thousands and thousands of dollars if you took it out, brought it brand new, plus wait time and all that to get it right. You guys are doing it, and you work with people to do it their way, the way they want it.
That's correct. When someone does purchase a vehicle, or if it's someone who comes into our service department, one, we'll give them courtesy transportation while we do the work.
You guys have anything brand new Chevrolet, I want people to know, and plus the pre-owned market as well right here, and a lot of things you work with military personnel quite a bit.
We do a ton. Due to my 26 years of service and being next to Dover Air Force Base, I understand all of their concerns, whether it's the member that's in the military and who's being deployed, or if it's the personnel that are staying home. We do everything we can for them. I want to give a discount to everybody that's possible. In our service department, which we're standing in, 15% off of parts and labor on anything they do. All they have to do is just show their ID.
This is Matt Kersey. He can have any question that you want answered right here. Matt will be the man who'll take care of you. Matt, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.